A case of good news and bad news. The good, yeah, he was the winner of the four-way match over Christian Cage, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles to win one half of the TNA World Tag Team titles. Then moments later, it was the bad. Team Pac-Man on the attack. They left their mark when Pac-Man Jones used the spray paint can to autograph Sting's lifeless body.
Well, we heard Sting. He let Team Pac-Man know that he won't forget it, and it'll definitely be on his mind in No Surrender. But the big question is, can the Dream...
The TNA X Division Champion, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, and the Heavyweight Champion of the World, he is
Let's address that question, Don, that you just posed. Can Sting and Kurt Angle work together? You'll recall earlier tonight, Sting made it crystal clear that he doesn't trust the Angles. That's plural. That's Kurt and Karen Angle. He talked about the potential problems. He admitted that he and Kurt Angle don't see eye to eye. Sting said, we can use this to our advantage or our disadvantage. We can raise the bar. We can work together. We can achieve greatness or we can achieve nothing. And while that aspect to me is in question, there's no questioning the feelings that Sting has for Karen Angle. You'll remember that he told Kurt, the wife stays in the back tonight.
Well, you can't trust her. She's always meddling, and he knows how important it is to stay focused on the match at hand. But, Mike, the visual of Kurt Angle walking down that ramp with all that gold, I'm wondering if after No Surrender we'll ever see that visual again, because how hard is it going to be to hold on to every single one of those championship belts?
I mean, think about it. 3 title matches in one night. Almost as if Kurt Angle was too smart, too greedy for his own good. I mean, it's one thing to win 3 titles in one match. It's another to retain all 3 in the same night in 3 different separate matches.
This is also a great opportunity for Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, and the Monster Abyss to get some kind of a feeling of Kurt Angle in the ring. It's a good chance to get them some sort of a game plan as they can study while the other one's out there with them, because, let's face it, Kurt Angle, he's still an incredible athlete, and if anybody can hold on to all those belts, it's Kurt Angle. So they need to pick up anything they can. Beautiful drop kick by Jay Lethal.
Athletic ability of the former X Division champion, Black Machismo Jay Lethal, on display right there. Points to the corner, high fives the tag into the Monster Abyss, and here's that interesting dynamic that we talked about earlier. Sting, the man who helped turn the career of Abyss around, face to face, but you can see the motion from Abyss. He wants Kurt Angle.
I mean, think about it. A year ago, that would have been Abyss wanting to take Sting's head off. Now, with the respect that he has, he lets Sting know, I want Kurt Angle. You go back, tag him. I don't want to hurt you in this ring.
Pretty apparent from the body language, as well as the opportunity to read the lips of Kurt Angle, that he was none too pleased when Sting reached across and tagged him in. Go behind by Angle, gonna try and suplex, 6'8", 350 pounds. Good luck.
Well, you can see he just can't quite get the leverage, and the Monster Abyss gets that wrist in his hand and twists it. You can see the pain on Angle's face. You know, Kurt Angle, it just seems like he's never bought into him and Sting as tag partners, Mike.
When you think about the match this Sunday at No Surrender, it is going to be the wrestling experience, the technique of the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle against that raw size, power, and strength of the Monster Abyss with the World's Heavyweight Championship on the line. Series of punches by Angle. Gonna try and send Abyss into the corner. That's that power we talked about, but then Angle wisely gets the elbow up when Abyss charges in.
Oh, look at Abyss. He's got him up high. Crowd, and then he just slams him down. Think about this. What kind of shape is Kurt Angle going to be in when he faces the Monster Abyss for the World Championship? This situation is just looking perfect for Abyss to walk out of there with gold.
Oh, Abyss gets the boot up and decks Kurt Angle. Commercial breakup coming here on Impact. Hey, guys in the truck, get a camera on this. Karen Angle headed down the ramp. I thought they'd agreed she'd stay in the back. This isn't going to help them coexist. And welcome back, everyone, to Impact. Main event tag team matchup. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, the Monster Abyss against Kurt Angle and Sting. Check out what went down during the commercial.
Well, you can see Sting. He's demanding that Kurt Angle take her to the back. And as Kurt Angle was hauling Karen Angle to the back, you could hear her
overhead release suplex by the Olympic gold medalist takes Black Machismo down. How about this? Just added. TNA Management's Jim Cornette says it's official. James Storm to face the War Machine Rhino. That's going to be Sunday at No Surrender as well. Wow.
Beautiful scoop and a slam by Sting, and then look how he comes off there as he goes for the pin attempt on Jay Lethal, but Jay Lethal able to get that shoulder up in time. You know, you talked about, oh, wait a minute, oh, nice suplex right there by Sting. Does he have it? 1, 2, again, Jay Lethal gets the shoulder up.
Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, showing the fight that he's going to need this Sunday at No Surrender when he challenges Kurt Angle for the X Division title on the receiving end. That time Lethal was of that boot that went flush to the sternum.
You can see Kurt Angle measure him up, and oh, what a wicked uppercut as he just picks Black Machismo up right off of his feet, and you can see Kurt Angle just soaking it all in as Jay Lethal's just taking a beating from Sting, and he just doesn't have anything left for Kurt Angle.
Angle continues the assault. Backbreaker across the knee. Here's the follow cover. Here's 2. No, only 2. Right back on it again. Another pin attempt and another near fall. Don't miss the TNA special, The Road to No Surrender. It airs first this Friday at midnight. Repeat airings on Saturday here on Spike TV. It's a review, it's a preview of all the events that bring us to this Sunday's No Surrender pay-per-view. Check your local listings for the time and date of The Road to No Surrender.
I mean, you've got to give Black Machismo credit. I mean, it's looked like he's been down and out so many times. I thought he was going to tap, but the kid's got so much fight. If he puts up this kind of an effort, and look at this, oh, he snaps it off on Kurt Angle and hits the Hurricane Run and then comes after him. Oh, but Angle just nails him with that German suplex.
Release, dropped him right on the back of his head. What an impactful move that German suplex was. Angle again. Angle for 2. No, and again. A 2 count for Angle. What does he have to do to get the 3 count on Black Machismo?
I mean, if Jay Lethal can do this to Kurt Angle in the X Division title match, you got to wonder if Kurt Angle's going to have anything left for any of the other matches. This kid's out to get that gold back, and oh man, just a head-on collision right there in the ring with Sting.
Well, that's exactly what it was. Mid-ring collision, Lethal down on one side, Sting down on the other. Monster Abyss ready, extending his hand into the ring, as well as the Olympic gold medalist Sting tags Angle. Lethal tags the Monster Abyss, who connects with the clothesline.
You can see that Angle, I think, thought he was going to have Lethal in there. I mean, it's clothesline for Angle, clothesline for Sting, and now, oh, he's got him up for the shock treatment. There it is! Just crushes him with it as you can see him fall over, and then the boot to Sting.
Sting drops both Sting and Angle in anticipation of his TNA World's Heavyweight title shot at No Surrender. Now, Black Machismo gonna climb up on the shoulders of Abyss.
Getting even higher up as he comes down all the way and nails the elbow. And here it goes. 1, 2. Oh, man, he just got it up at the last split second.
2 9/10 that time as Abyss on the verge of gaining the 3 count on Angle. Now, he's got Sting Goozle. Now, he's got Angle choke.
He's got them both. You can see, wait a minute, he releases Sting, and he goes straight for Angle and just gives him the full force.
Powerful choke slam, pin broken up by Sting. It was almost as if Abyss in his conscience realized that Sting has done so much for him as of late. That's when he turned his attention to Angle.
But it's the professionalism of Sting that allows him to go over there and break it up. As you can see, Jay Lethal trying to get, wait a minute, Sting goes all the way in the corner, but he takes too much time, and Lethal able to hit him with the elbow.
Block the Stinger splash, connected with the elbow, and then takes Sting out to the arena floor. Focus on the in-ring. It's Abyss going to take Angle high up to his shoulder.
He's got him up there, as you can see, Kurt Angle trying to get his bearings as Abyss just letting it go, but he took too long, and Kurt Angle able to get out of it. Olympic slam!
350 pounds in the air.
1, 2, got it!
No, just 2.
Abyss, and you can see Kurt Angle can't believe it. Abyss able to get out of it just in time, and now it's got Kurt Angle fired up. You know he's going to go for that ankle.
Frustration was so evident. Straps down, ankle lock on. There it is. Oh, Abyss, the perfect counter. He rolls through and uses his free leg to kick off. Misses the clothesline.
Black hole slam hit perfectly.
There it is.
2, get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Monster Abyss, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
This Sunday at No Surrender, if he hits the black hole slam like that, we can have a new World's Heavyweight Champion. Check it out again.
Oh, look at the force. I mean, it just the Monster Abyss gets the pin, and what is that going to do for his confidence? And what is he doing? Oh no, is he grabbing the tags from the glass? Oh, he's got the black bag right there in his hand.
The monster goes underneath the six-sided ring, and at the same time, here comes James Mitchell down the ramp, and you can see that Abyss just made eye contact with him.
Sting also told him no with the tags, and he told him to drop them. He does, and now Abyss is second shot, but he sees James Mitchell, and he's going straight after him.
It's almost as if he loses his way, Don. He loses his focus on the task at hand in an effort to follow Mitchell up the ramp. And wait a minute, Team Pac-Man.
They came through the crowd as you see Ron the Truth Killing getting in the ring, and Pac-Man with the spray paint kind of sneak attack in as the Truth levels Sting and keeps him out. And look at Pac-Man as he gives Kurt Angle. That's the autograph he wanted to give. He just gave it to the Olympic gold medalist.
You're right. Remember, Team Pac-Man said it earlier tonight. They had one big dog left, and they just left their mark on the Olympic gold medalist.
Well, this Sunday at No Surrender, there'll be 3 chances for someone to leave their mark on the Olympic gold medalist, as he has to defend the X Division Championship, the Tag Team Championship, and the TNA World Championship.
It's the first time that one man has ever held 3 titles at one time. This Sunday, it'll be the first time one man has defended all 3 titles. Could Kurt Angle lose all 3 titles? We'll find out at No Surrender.